y'all doing today, y'all? Welcome back. It's Cash Cow with another video, right? Today we gonna do Nightwatch, right? So obviously, Deadline put out an article in 2020 that Sony was in development for a Nightwatch movie or a series. Who knows how it goes? I'm pretty sure it's a movie because I don't think really Sony has a streaming service that like Disney Plus. I feel like it's a possibility that could happen because you have the Spider-Verse opening up and you have the multiverse opening up, and you know they're gonna introduce more characters than what the average consumer knows. Now I don't know how they're gonna put Nightwatch in there, but I'm interested to see how they're gonna put them in there, right? Today I got 3 comics that I'm gonna show you guys that I'm like, okay, if he does premiere, and it's a long shot, no pun intended, long shot's my guy too. That's another one you guys might want to be on the watch out for. If it does premiere, it's confirmed, these 3 comics will rise in value quickly. Yeah, I want to see what those 3 comics are. Stay tuned. But before that, let me hit you with a backstory of Nightwatch. What you think? Alright. Now, what people don't understand about Nightwatch, who's originally referred to, or his name, Night Eater, which is crazy. Like, yeah, Nightwatch was much better than Night Eater, right? Like, we ain't gonna even, yeah, the Night Eater, yeah, that don't sound like a superhero, right? His costume kind of resembles Spawn, right? Which is crazy because you're like, what are they doing? Like, I feel like a lot of comic book companies copy off of other comics. And anybody that really pays attention notice that. Like, you got Aquaman, you got Submariner. You know, you it's like apples and oranges. Oh, this one does it this way. This one does it that way. This is slightly different, but kind of in the same. It's still in the same realm, right? Now with Nightwatch, right? This is Dr. Kevin Trench. Nice name. That's actually my first name, so hey, I'm cool with that. Basically, he stumbled upon witnessing a costume man die, right? Doing battling some terrorists. When he pulled the mask off on the guy, or he discovered the guy, it was an older version of himself. That would freak you out, right? That would be freaky as hell, right? But Trench stole the costume and fled to a deserted island. So, for one, you already got a future version of yourself already fighting crime. So, in your mind, you're like, what the hell do I become? Because if I'm already fighting crime, then what am I doing right now? Now, what that also said, Trench became a supervillain known as Night Eater, which why he gets that weird weird name, man. Night Eater. Oh no, I ain't feeling that one, right? But he eventually wished to become a superhero, even if it was on a lower level. He wished to become a superhero. Wasn't for the right reasons, but he still wished to become a superhero. He wanted the honor and the wins and the money, the power, and a safe retirement, right? So he thinking on that level. Hey, villains don't win. Unfortunately, in the comic book world, villains do not win. So I kind of understand where he's coming from. Even though I root for the villains, I understand where he's coming from, right? Now, with that being said, Trench has battled people like Maximum Carnage, um, he's fought alongside Captain America, Black Cat, Deathlock, trying to think who else. Who else can I think of? Firestar. But he has like a cloaking device. When anybody is watching that watch like comic stuff would know, like cloaking devices basically makes it to where you're invisible for a certain period of time. That actually makes it pretty hard to fight him. But I mean, like Cardiac, Venom. So I mean, it's crazy when you think about it, because it's like if Sony does this movie and they're going on the basis of the multiverse and you're seeing different people, I would like to see that. Like, that wouldn't be bad at all. I kind of could see that. It's a long shot, but I could kind of see that. So now, understanding his powers and his abilities, right? Nightwatch costume boosts his strength and durability, and it can repair itself. His cape responds to subconscious thoughts, so it can move like however he say it wants it to move. Also allowing him to fly or glide. I want to say glide, but it's still flying. If you're gliding, you're flying. Fly through the air. But I'm like, okay, well, if he appeared, oh man, when did he appeared? Web of Spider-Man. It was that series. So this is an early '90s comic, right? But he also has hand-to-hand combat, so he can fight as well. Like, let's not. He ain't just relying on his technology. He can actually fight. But Deadline put out an article in May 2020 stating that a movie was in development for him. I'm interested to see that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, with that being said, here's the three comics that you guys might want to invest in if you feel like Nightwatch is gonna be big, or if you like the story and you read the story of Nightwatch, then you might want to check out these. Right? And the first one got the Web of Spider-Man number 97. And anybody that know, that's Nightwatch down there. If I'm not mistaken, that's Nightwatch down there. So at first he was a supervillain, and then becomes a hero because he had selfish reasons. He didn't want to be a hero just to save people, which I told you guys a few minutes ago. He wanted the accolades of becoming a hero. And not all heroes are perfect, and I'm glad that they're finally starting to show that not every hero is gonna be Spider-Man or Batman. Like, they're different. Like, people have different motives for becoming a superhero. That's the first appearance of Dr. Kevin Trench. Early 90s, like 1993 maybe. It's nice, man. Next, we got Web of Spider-Man 99. The second appearance of him, but the first costume appearance of Nightwatch. I'm not gonna call him Night Eater, y'all. I'm not gonna do that. That's just weird. Like, Night Eater? I ain't feeling that, right? But this is his first costume appearance. So, hey. Now if I'm not mistaken, and I believe I came across them before, they do have newsstand variants of these. So, you might want to check those out and invest in those a little bit more than you invest in the regular ones. Like I said, not like those newsstand variants. Ew, they go. Now, with that being said, the last comic, and the one I can't find on nobody's radar, which I'm not understanding, Nightwatch number 1. His first ongoing series, y'all. So this is when he finally becomes a superhero, and he finally gets stuff right. Like, look at the cover. Like, he does favor Spawn. Like, he really does. But that's his first ongoing series. To be honest, I don't know how many issues it lasted for. But that's a sleeper pick of all of these. Nobody's talking about Nightwatch number 1. And I remember buying this set, and I saw like, okay, the first appearance of Nightwatch, second appearance, his first solo series. I'm like, oh man, and I got it for a good deal because nobody's buying Nightwatch because it's a long shot. But those are the comics that you guys want to invest in. So if stuff do happen and you buy it at the floor, can you imagine what the ceiling would be for these? Right? Buy low, sell high. Now, with that being said, I feel like if they do develop this, and Sony's track record of late with comic book movies has actually been pretty good. Like, I ain't gonna hate on them. Venom was definitely probably received better in theaters than the Eternals was. You know? So, I can see that becoming it. They have to have something other than Spider-Man and Venom. But the fact that they can feed off of that multiverse of Venom's allies and enemies and Spider-Man's allies and enemies, that gives them material that they can use. You like the content? Like, subscribe, keep following me. But that's Nightwatch, right? And we out. It's Cash Cow back with another video. Y'all be safe. Holiday season, people get a little squirrely. But, stay on your toes and keep it moving. Cash Cow.